Hello, fight fans. Welcome to another episode of More Than a Fight podcast. I am your host, Jose Alfredo Alcázar. Bienvenidos. This is your co-host,
Juan.
And behind the scenes, we have
John.
And this is episode 22, if I'm not mistaken. And this one will be dedicated to the world of boxing. And we are going to kick it off from Glendale, Arizona. And we're going to have the main event's going to be
The homie Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva.
Anderson The Spider Silva.
We're almost there. I mean, it's the most hyped up fight for most people, I guess.
I think this is his toughest test.
Definitely. This is the only real fighter he's actually, that has stand-up skills.
Well, not even that. He's got boxing. He's actually has enough some boxing experience and beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
No, it seems...
And we're referring to Anderson Silva.
Yes. But, I mean, Jake Paul's coming along. I didn't see what the odds were.
They're pretty even.
And when he fought,
Damn, dude. That was impressive.
then when he fought Ortiz,
Oh, poor Ortiz never had stand-up, though.
yeah. But, like you said, did beat Chavez. And then, so
That
he's
was a
got
nice
power.
punch. He has power, dude. Fuck. Tito went out pretty easy, actually.
And he's got a big head.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chavez was probably just out smoking the whole time, but didn't take it seriously like he usually doesn't.
Okay, there we go. Sorry.
He did legitimately beat Chavez, and Chavez at one point was a world champion.
Well, yeah, I guess he was. I should.
He was. He beat Andy Lee, man.
Yeah.
Remember
he
when he
did.
knocked him out with that amazing right?
No, you're right. He did beat Andy Lee. What the? Okay, I'm trying to.
Yeah, so no, something to look forward to if Jake passes this, and maybe next time he fights a boxer that actually only does boxing and has been doing boxing.
Speaking of which, Brockman Jr. is supposed to fight in November, right?
Is he fighting Fury?
No, he's fighting Victor Belfort. Vitor.
Yeah.
Vitor,
Vitor
Victor.
Belfort.
Vitor, my bad.
Oh.
But, yeah. But, so, you have him, 47 years old. Who do you think coming out with the win?
They came out with he's been knocked out twice in camp. I think I saw.
Yeah.
They're just saying that though. I don't see it.
No. Anderson Silva's a troll, too.
I mean, I mean, obvious should be Anderson Silva, but I mean, how things are going is probably going to be Jake Paul. I'll pick Jake Paul.
Dang.
I'll give it to the guy. He does work on his craft. He works on the craft. He does put in the work. So I think it'll be Silva though. I think Silva's gonna beat him because Silva is a proven fighter, and I just don't mean in the octagon. I just mean overall. I think he is a disciplined professional fighter, and that's why I'm gonna give him the edge. Not to say that Jake Paul hasn't proven that he respects the game and he actually works on it. I don't want to come across as a hater, as they say. So, but I think Silva. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think Silva, but like it's not gonna be a knockout or anything. It's just either Paul wins by knockout or Silva wins by points, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I could, yeah. That's a good point.
I can see
that sounds
that.
about right. Yeah.
Because Jake Paul definitely has the skills and power to do it, but Anderson's still big. You know what I mean? And I wonder what weight are they fighting at?
Fight, I guess 190. I didn't really look. It doesn't say on here, but I think
it says light heavy.
Oh,
so it might be 200 pounds.
I think you're right. 190, 200 pounds.
Yeah, because on boxing, like real ones, it goes from 175 and it jumps up to 200. So, I mean, if they're really fighting in a weight class, I'd guess 200. But I think a few fights for Jake Paul have been at 1.
yes, sir.
And then
We also have some other fights, yeah, on that card.
yeah.
So yeah, some of these other cards, but
well, I mean, these guys are known. One of the best one-year running backs back in the day with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Right there,
1 year.
2 years, maybe 3 years.
He was a great running back.
He
when
was a great running back, but he was outside of the Steelers. He didn't do nothing.
Well, he did all right with the Jets.
Eh. Okay, so he knocked out one of the greatest ever too, Adrian Peterson.
As far as football's concerned, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so coming off a knockout from Adrian
That was
Peterson.
a nice freaking punch, though.
Yeah.
Damn.
Then he had this to say. Had 200 games, nothing like knocking somebody out.
Wow.
Okay. Fair play.
I ever had it in football. Oh, wow.
Well, that's because he's out of football now too. But
Well,
Le'Veon Bell versus Uriah Hall. Uriah Hall,
He's a beast, man.
his stand up, but he always
Kick.
no, he was a kicker, but he always, I mean, if he does stuff like that, yes, but
Yeah, that was
He
his
was
last
so-
fight he won against Bevan Lewis, and he lost a decision. I
he was
forgot
so
how.
inconsistent.
Yeah.
In UFC though,
He
he
did.
had all the talent in the world, but mentally, I don't think he had. He
Broke
was
Chris
there.
Weidman's leg. Checked the kick and broke his leg.
Yeah.
Oh,
When
he's
Anderson
the
Silva
one.
and
Yeah.
Weidman, that Anderson Silva.
Got
Anderson
it.
Silva.
Yeah, so he's when he's on, man, he'll beat anybody. You know what I mean? So I kind of have a feeling Uriah Hall takes this.
I mean, he's been training all his life, stand up at least. I mean,
Yeah.
boxing is still some type of stand up. I would hope he wins.
Okay, well, it'll be interesting because
Yeah.
this is only going to be Bell's second fight,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna need to brush up on Hall as far as like his last time I ever saw him fight.
Yeah.
But if you guys are telling me his stand up is what decent or
No,
good
it's
or
good.
pretty good,
It's very
good.
good when he's on there, mentally all there.
Yeah.
In a fight, he's amazing.
okay,
But there's days he just has off.
Yeah. He has like some of the highlight knockouts of UFC
Right.
history.
I'm curious to see how Bell's gonna look this second fight, only because when he left the NFL for boxing, he made it sound like this is something he's gonna go all in on for this year, that he's stepping away from the NFL. So I was like, okay. And then when he did that to Adrian Peterson, granted, another football player, but I'm curious to see how he comes out in the second fight. And if he looks similar, then you got to go, okay, maybe he can actually get a fight with, of course, the only guy that really generates money in this space of boxing would be Jake Paul. And
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's why they have him on the undercard.
No, I think, and I think it's a decent card. There's like a silly YouTube fight on there, but they have like 3 or 4 boxers, bunch of debuts. Looks like it.
Yeah.
So it seems like it's gonna be a deep card. Starts at 6 p.m. Pacific. So, hopefully, I think it's gonna work out where all the fights will just be one after another.
Yeah, hopefully it works out that
Yeah,
way. Yeah, you're
because
right.
it-
Because even the heavyweights, I've never really heard of them, but they're both undefeated. Quentin Sumper against Jeremiah Milton. They're both undefeated heavyweights.
Yeah.
Then we
so-
got Danny Barrios Flores against Edgar Ortiz Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
Barrios
that
or
familiar.
Flores is undefeated at 10-0.
No, and there's a couple 10-round fights. I think 2
Yeah.
10-round fights and some 6s. So,
Yeah, then we got Ashton Sly.
Yeah,
or
that guy.
Sly against Braulio Rodriguez. But I believe Sly is the one that Jake Paul signed, no? To MVP Promotions?
Not sure.
The youngster? I'm almost 100% sure this is the... Yeah, it is. This is the guy he signed.
So yeah, that's one of his.
And it's one of his prospects
Yeah, and I think he's getting.
from Long Beach.
Yeah.
So it'll be a one. Yeah, well, let's keep an eye on him because if he signed him and he does well, then hey, good for Jake Paul. Maybe he's got an eye too for signing
Yeah.
talent.
Oh, I remember Braulio Rodriguez. Didn't he fight? Was it Ryan Garcia that got knocked out? He was the Dominican guy that was in his face. talking
I
all
think
this
you're
shit
right.
and then
Yeah.
he knocked
No.
him out.
Yeah.
I remember
Barrios
him.
is the one who got knocked out by Garcia.
Oh yes, it is. You're absolutely right. El
Ro-
Chavo is his
yeah.
alias.
Hey, he was pretty good when he was
Yeah.
in there. I mean, he's had a lot of rough patch, but he has boxing skills, so,
So
it'll
yeah.
be a good test for
Oh, but he's fought some good guys. Alberto Machado, Christopher Diaz,
fought
and
the
then of
top
course
guys.
Ryan
It's tough.
Garcia.
yeah.
So I think it's going to be like pretty good entertainment, and it should be like, Jake Paul's just going to keep doing these, man. Keep making money, and eventually, people are going to start taking it much more serious than they are now.
Mm-hmm.
If this is a success.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Showtime.
Yeah. And then we can go to the we can go to the next card now.
Yeah.
So Which one is it? The Loma? Yeah, Lomachenko, man. I think we
The
all know
return.
him. I was pulling up the card, so I know who to talk about here. But he's fighting number 11th ranked. Jamaine Ortiz is undefeated from Massachusetts. Just recently beat Jamel Herring, which was a champion.
Yeah.
Just retired also. But other than that, I mean, we know Adorno, but no other big name, I'd say. But I mean, he gets the fight from beating Jamel Herring, and let's see how he does. Jamel Herring's 5'10", Loma's 5'5", so
yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, but that being
I know
said,
it's a big jump in skill level, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even if Ortiz has youth on his side, you're going up against one of the best to ever do it, period, just in the sport of boxing.
Right.
His skill level, no matter what dumbass people say on Twitter, because I can't stand when people try to point out his opponents.
Right.
It is the stupidest thing on earth. If you just look at the man's skills and what he does in the ring and how he does it,
Yeah.
he is one of a kind. He's a generational talent. Ortiz is in for it. That's all I could say. I mean, I hope he comes with his A game because he's gonna need every bit of it.
He's a southpaw. He's quick. He has good reflexes. And
I mean, he comes from the school of Puerto Rican boxing, so I mean,
I
find it funny that his name is the technician too. I thought I misread that, but it is.
They're both technicians, bro.
Well, we're gonna find out.
The techs.
We're gonna find out.
And then we got under that we got the Cuban Olympian.
Oh no, who do you think's gonna win?
Oh, Loma.
Oh yeah. 16 fights is not enough to get ready for somebody like Vasiliy Lomachenko. Not that we're counting this young man out, but you're taking on, like I said, a generational talent. He's exceptional for a reason. And to take somebody like that on after 16 fights, yeesh.
And then we got Robeisy Ramirez versus Jose Matias Romero from Argentina. He fought Pitbull and went the distance with Pitbull. And then the next fight, he fought Michel Rivera, which is a Dominican fighter that resembles Ali. He went the distance with him also, but he's coming off 2 wins. And he's fighting the Cuban Olympian that's on a tear. He did lose once, but, I mean, who knows how serious he was taking it back then. But now he's on a tear, man.
Cubans are always tough. I mean, I hope Matias puts up a good fight Matias Romero.
I think Ramirez takes it pretty easy also.
Yeah, and me personally, I'm going to be selfish, and I want Ramirez to keep winning because then he can take on the top echelon after this fight.
Right.
Because that's really what we want to see.
No, yeah. I think he should be taking up higher opposition, but
well, it was just because his debut was a shock that he lost or something.
It was a shock, and I mean he's looked incredible since.
Yeah.
And
just one loss, right?
Yeah, he has one loss.
Just one loss, yes.
Yeah. He should be good.
Yeah, and then on that same card, we'll touch on Nico Ali Walsh, who's been on a tear.
Yes, sir.
Undefeated, man.
I mean, he's fighting taxi drivers, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm kidding. Respect
the
to whoever
homie
gets in
Billy
there, but
Wagner.
he's not fighting top opposition yet.
Yeah, Billy Wagner's also fought bare knuckle, so does a lot of fighting. Should be interesting, but I think I'll take.
Hey, his picture on BoxRec looks intimidating.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Nico. I mean, they're feeding Nico right now, bringing up. I mean, because they'll throw his name out every time they can. So
yeah,
Nico should have won this pretty easy. And then the other one of we're talking about, which is right here, Richard Torrez Jr. If I'm not mistaken, he was big amateur or was he Olympian? He's one or the other. I forgot. He was Olympian, right?
Yeah.
From California. I mean, he's still being matched up pretty soft, I think.
Yeah.
Hefney. He 13-2, lost his last fight, split decision, but it wasn't against an undefeated guy. But I mean, again, they're just doing the same as they're doing to a Nico Ali Walsh with him.
Yeah.
They're just making him look good right now, so get some eyes on him.
And he's got the best mustache in boxing, without a doubt.
His hair's pretty nice, too, man. I'm jealous.
Yeah, but he pulls off the stash pretty greatly.
I think we should do stashes next week.
Who's been the last boxer to pull off a stash like that? I don't think there's been one in years.
It's a pretty stacked boxing card.
It is. It's going to be good. It's good. I mean, we're going to have a lot to watch on
yeah,
Saturday
right here
sure.
on the card. Not that it's anyone like Super Feathers,
Uh-huh.
Haven Brady Jr. against Eric Mondragon. They're both undefeated fighters. Those are always good fights to look at if you're like a huge fan or if you're trying to find somebody you never heard of, or even I think that'll be a good fight just because the little dudes always put on some of the best fights. So Haven Brady Jr. against Eric Mondragon, 2 undefeated. Those are always good to look for.
Well, there's that one other guy I didn't
Which one?
put in. That's that Delonte Johnson, undefeated, also Olympian, but he lost.
I did see him fight. Yeah,
he lost to a Cuban, who eventually started with one's bronze. But yeah,
Against
he looks good.
Esteban Garcia.
Yeah, he's got some power.
oh, he's aggressive, man.
Yeah,
Why
Nice.
has he been?
yeah.
why
So
is he fly?
he's also fighting a guy a little bit long on the tooth, but still, I think 20-something fights. Let me double check.
El Chucky.
Yes.
He's one loss. He got knocked out, but was it recent?
Brawley?
Raleigh, that's by Fresno.
Oh, okay. Never heard of it.
He lost to an undefeated cat 2 fights ago.
Jesus Alejandro Ramos.
Yeah.
Won his last fight. I mean, they're matching him. They're giving Mr. Delonte, right? You said he's getting a guy with a good record.
I mean, for the
I
most
don't think
part.
he's at the same level.
Hmm.
So I'll make him look good.
All right.
Then let's go to the one I'm excited about, and I'm afraid of is also, which is going to be Jojo Diaz versus
El Camarón.
El Camarón William Zepeda.
Gombi.
I don't know, man. 2 southpaws. Zepeda slightly taller. He's a natural 135er because
Mhm.
Jojo did move up. But Jojo, man, he has no quit in him, and he has some skills, man. So, I mean, I just skill for skill. That's what I'm excited about right here.
Yeah, I think whoever matched this one, man, because isn't JoJo with Golden Boy as well?
Yeah, I think both.
Because
of
they're
them
both
are.
Golden Boy
Yeah,
fighters.
I think both of them are. Yeah.
So obviously Oscar's trying to determine, all right, which guy am I gonna freaking put everything behind? And I'm
Damn,
again
that was
I'm gonna be
nice.
selfish. I want it to be El Camarón, William Zepeda, because he shocked us. Remember we watched the fight
It was
against
Tanahara.
Tanahara.
Yeah, and he freaking was a freaking whirlwind, dude. He did not stop throwing.
And Tanahara, it was a Robert Garcia fighter. So
Undefeated at the time.
It's not like
young
he's
and
coming
moving
from
up,
some
yeah.
some anyone type of camp. He's coming from one of the best camps in boxing. Period. Robert Garcia has some of the best fighters in boxing. So the fact that
hasn't fought since
he stopped him. Oh, you're probably right. I have not kept up on his most recent fights. I don't know if that's factual, but you might be right. And then on this same card, Alexis Rocha is back. He was the guy who recently beat Blair the Flair, and then after that, he had a fight as well.
My phone froze. I was trying to look at the box rec, but it's not working.
So who do you think wins the fight?
I really think Cepeda's gonna shock some people. I think his offense is more. He just puts his offense so good, body head, and his movements. I think he's gonna earn some fans on Saturday.
Oh, you're taking Zepeda too?
Yeah, I'm taking Zepeda.
Yeah, me too.
All right. And then you want to go?
Then that same day we have a.
Start the day actually.
Yes, to start the day. Yes, I didn't want to forget it. I was like, hold on, wait a minute, we're missing the best female boxer in my
second
1A 1B with Clarissa Shields in my opinion,
better.
And that's Katie Taylor
with their fight of the year with Amanda Serrano.
Yes, that was fight of the year.
Yeah,
people over here on Twitter.
I don't think
otherwise.
Carvajal. I don't know what's gonna happen with that.
She's just gonna get outboxed.
Yeah, I mean, but like.
Where is this one? Why can't I find it on here?
Dude, Katie Taylor, man. That's fucking impressive.
No, I know, man.
No, I can't wait for that rematch. I hope it happens soon.
Wait, is this not happening? Isn't it happening in the UK?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't find it.
Yeah, no, my box rec is acting up. I was trying to look at this stuff too. It's not working.
I mean,
that's Carvajal, right?
Yes, this is
Is
Carvajal.
No, you can see the big difference in skill level, dude, right away.
Big difference.
She seems pretty tall, though.
Yeah. But yeah, in reality, it should set up the rematch.
That should have happened this year already. I I was hoping it was an immediate rematch at least.
Yeah, I think
Hopefully next year we get
obviously
it.
Amanda Serrano maybe wanted another fight beforehand, is what I imagine happened. Because I don't understand why there wasn't an immediate rematch, other than Serrano probably didn't want it, or Jake Paul wanted her to get a fight in the middle, get her confidence back, and then jump back into the rematch, which I'm assuming is going to happen early 2023.
Yes.
I hope it happens in Belfast, but we don't know if that's the case. We'll see.
Well, who do you think would have the control on that? Like, would it be Jake Paul and Amanda Serrano?
No.
Or Katie Taylor would be like, no, we're doing it in Belfast?
No, Katie Taylor has all the control.
Well, Katie Taylor won, so.
Yeah.
All right.
And then on this same card, we got Jordon Gil against Kiko Martinez.
Gil's got a nice win streak, right, Gil?
Yeah.
He's English.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a well.
It was, well, he against, am I pronouncing this right? No, right here. Against Karim Guerfi?
Yeah, Guerfi, I don't know.
Guerfi? I can't. No, because that fight was ended in dramatic fashion because Gil was actually getting beaten by Guerfi? I believe he's French.
Yeah, I don't know how to say, but he was getting beaten.
Gil won in stunning fashion. He knocked him out because I'm gonna call him by his first name because I don't know how to pronounce his second name. Karim. He had him. If he would have just boxed and not got caught by that right hand that Jordon Gil landed, if you can find it real quick, it's worth watching. Or if you guys can look it up on YouTube.
I think you should look it up
because Karim has him in the corner. He's beating him. He's already hurt Gil, and Gil's basically out on his feet for a couple rounds. But he has the ring IQ or the intelligence. His corner just tells him, listen, just try to gather yourself. And for a couple rounds, he stays in the corner, sits in the corner, and lets Karim come to him. And he's just boxing him, throwing punches when he can. But Karim's doing everything he can. But long story short, Gil just finally just sees an opening. Boom, throws a straight right, knocks him out cold. And he just does not get back up. It was a stunning win. And it was dramatic. So obviously, him coming back against Kiko Martinez is a good fight for him because Kiko's coming off of a loss, and he lost
Warrington.
to Warrington, who I think that was some headbutt in there, but fine.
He
Warrington
did knock out Kid Gillahead.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say he comes out. That was a shocker because I mean he's always been on top of the division though for a long time. Man.
Yeah, 40-something fights.
Yeah, and then
Kiko's.
He got Galahad, you said, and Warrington, and then Warrington's about to fight the guy that beat Gabriel Flores, El Venado soon. So
yes,
that's in December, so that's gonna be good also.
What else do we have on this one?
I think that's it from like known people that we know.
Oh yeah, on DAZN, yeah. But there's a lot of boxing. But check out Gil against Kiko Martinez. I think that'll be a pretty good fight to watch, to keep an eye on, and of course Katie Taylor and Elizabeth Carabajal, because if I'm not mistaken, Carabajal was going to fight Amanda Serrano in August. I know we touched on it before, but they had to cancel that card because Rockman couldn't make the weight, and there was a whole
thing
behind that.
Yeah, it's not. So yeah, no, I got Kiko on that one anyways. I think Kiko.
What the? You think Kiko's going to beat Jordon Gil?
Yeah, Jordon Gil gets outboxed.
Okay.
I think it's going to happen.
All right. I got Jordon Gil winning that one. But yeah, there's a ton of boxing from start to finish. There's going to be some great fights, and then the outcomes of each and every fight will be very interesting because it will have a lot of ramifications for 2023.
That's it for today, right?
Oh, well, let's touch on the news real quick of the day with Adrian Broner.
Oh, yeah, he signed
Adrian, the Bravo Broner.
Black Prime. He said 8 figures, so he's getting paid at least.
3 fights, 8 figures.
Question is who?
But I'm assuming he has to win in order to get those 8 figures. Like, it's 8 figures if he wins all 3, I would assume.
Oh, I was about to say, there's no win show bonus. Like, this ain't.
No, as in, like, okay, you win this fight, you make X amount. You win that fight, you make X amount. And then all 3 together, if you win all 3, you make 8 figures total.
Nah, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but good for him. Hopefully he's in a better
mental state than he's been.
Yeah.
these past few years.
I mean, they're taking a risk paying him that much money.
But I mean, there's fights people would be interested to see him fight, but nobody, I would think, top level.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who are you gonna put in there with him to generate that kind of money that you're gonna pay him? Because you got to pick somebody that's gonna be able to challenge him, or at least call attention to the fans and go, Adrian Broner's gonna take on such and such. And I don't know who that such and such is.
Yeah.
Time will tell then.
And especially at what weight is he gonna do? Welterweight, because he doesn't seem to like make 140, let alone 135. So I think it has to take place at 140. If not, unfortunately, some kind of catch weight. And if you're going to do a catch weight, you better pick somebody that's damn good if you're going to do a catch weight.
We'll see. Because, welterweight didn't work out for him very well.
And now, of course, this is the same company that signed Terrence Crawford versus David Avanesian, and they're paying Terrence Crawford 8 figures. And they made a huge splash with Terrence Crawford, and now they're making another, I guess, I don't know if you want to call it, but they're making another announcement that I think they got Adrian Broner.
Aaron's laughing in the background, too. They didn't learn from his mistakes.
About Avanesian?
No, about Crawford, because he overpaid him, he said. So we'll see. I hope, he's one of my favorite fighters, but he was sitting out for a little too long.
Yeah. It's a whole nother.
You guys don't want to,
That
you
we'll
don't like
touch on.
this?
No.
Oh, yeah, Tyson. Oh.
I don't care about this fight. It's already happened twice, and it's going to be the same thing 3 times.
Bob Arum and Frank Warren are going to do their best to sell this fight, and good luck with that, because I'm not interested in it.
I don't know. And it's not a pay-per-view, do you think?
Of course.
Oh, they better not. If they know what's good for them, don't put that on pay-per-view.
We're going
Oh,
backwards.
there's 2 heavyweight titles with Dubois and
Yeah,
Moran.
I see.
So, I mean, they could verify.
They're not real titles, bro.
I know I was going to say, WBA, Alexander Usyk has 3 titles,
So
and Tyson Fury has
WBC
1.
Yeah, no, it's a
and
Dubois is not a
WBA.
real title, bro.
WBA World Heavyweight. What? No. It's probably WBA Silver or WBA International. Some crap like that. I hate when they do that, man. WBA my ass. No, but I'm sorry. I'm not interested in this fight. And I know I'm not the only boxing fan that really doesn't care for this fight. Tyson Fury's just been talking out of his ass lately. And then to fight somebody, all due respect to Derek Chisora, but come on. We all know what's going to happen.
Sad.
Dang.
Okay, what should we do, or what should they do?
Comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you
terrible.
soon.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
And Auckland.
Oh, just bleed.
I'll see you guys.